My only request tonight is that we stand united, Liberal, Conservative, NDP or otherwise. The pillars of our community are being targeted. ਸਾਡੇ community de tham de hamle ho rahe han. The people targeting us don't care which side of the aisle we're on. They just want us divided, confused, and afraid. That tactic is nothing new, but history shows us when we're united, we're strong. Remember Baba Banda Singh Bahadur, who rose from tragedy to justice, not through hate, but through unity. Our gurus taught us to respond to darkness with light. These demons know they can't defeat us in the light. That's why they hide in the dark, behind masks, behind proxies. But we won't join them there, we'll bring them into the light. Let us follow our Guru's example, to protect our community not through anger or vengeance, but through Chardikla, through high spirits, courage, and compassion. So my call to leadership, I ask our leaders here tonight, across all parties, put politics aside and take real, enforceable action to protect Canadians now. We don't need more promises, we need protection. Though my pain tempts it, I stand here not for revenge, but for responsibility and accountability. To every father, mother, son, and daughter who deserve to live in Canada without fear, I ask you to give those who are directly in harm's way the assurance and resources to protect their families in some form, in some capacity. It's not a secret who's being targeted. So think beyond what's been done, think outside the box. At the very least, it's time to start vetting the people coming into this country, not out of exclusion, but out of protection. That shouldn't feel like too much to ask at this point. How many more lives have to be taken before we reflect and reevaluate on the current state of Canada? My father's death came without warning, without reason, and I'll be honest, I'm not interested in living in a country where I have to look over my shoulder, nor do I have time for that. In one case, I believe it was in Brampton, a police officer told a victim, sell their business and go find a low-profile job. That's not a solution. Saying that crime is down overall based on some out-of-context previous statistic isn't a comforting response. We didn't come to Canada to hide, we came here to build, to contribute, to build a better life for our families. To be clear, I have no issue with the police. They're doing their best within their constraints, but their hands are tied. It shocks me that in Canada, people can get away with murder, while in places like India, the authorities act decisively and swiftly. I'm not calling for a surveillance state nor the erosion of privacy rights, but to utilize the resources we have more effectively. Let's be honest, catching one suspect won't make a difference when there's hundreds of more like him roaming the streets. One of the key asks of our petition is simple and effective. Give law enforcement the power to act when Canadians are being terrorized.